Hey everybody, it's Mark. I'm back. So I just wanted to show you guys. So the braided clutch line has been done, and the Steeda supply line from the reservoir was done too. Let me pop the hood. I can show you guys the differences. I'll pop this thing out of the bag. Get a better shot of this. This is why I like the ends on the SVE braided line better than McLeod. It just looked more like the factory ends as far as like the width for the clips and all that. And this is the supply line, this little plastic line. I'll show you guys. Try and get a better shot of this today. It's a little dark over here where I'm at. It's actually a very nice day today. Where I live, it's been like in the 20s. Now today it's back up into like 50, 55 today. Hold on a second, let me get this prop in place. Alright. So you can see back there the braided clutch line. It's the SVE. It's almost double in length to the stock line. The stock line is routed exactly to it, but if you feel what I'm feeling, this is plastic, man. I think it's metal in a certain spot, and then it's like plasticky, like in the middle here or something. Like the ends are metal, and then just it like turns into a plastic at a certain point. And so yeah, there's the supply line from the master cylinder running back. This is dark, but if you see my finger, my first finger in there, it's on it. I'm tapping it. Goes back to the firewall there. That's all clipped down nice. This is a way better than the factory. It's longer, you know what I mean? The factory one was like just barely on there, man. I mean, I had pushed it and worked it back on all the way, but I saw there was fluid around the end of here, you know what I mean, on the factory one. So that means there was air getting in there. If there's fluid getting out, there's air getting in. Believe that. And you know, a lot of people say, you know, this is part of the fix for the lockout. So I just wanted to get this out of the way. Not to mention that this factory line is like 7 years old now. And, you know, for the record, like, there's a reason why Ford uses a steel line for the GT350 and the Mach 1s. It's not just because it's a Tremec, you know what I mean? They're using it because the line heats up, and those are track cars. So they get hot, and when this line gets hot, it expands, and you get, you know, funky clutch pedal feel. And it also affects your brakes too, because it's all coming off the brake fluid, you know what I mean? You got a master cylinder and then a little side cylinder for the clutch. So yeah, but so far it's back to normal. It's been 2 days. I had it done on Friday. It's Sunday. I just got back from the county park. Go there to get my mind right and do a little exercising and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm back. You can see down in there, if you look, like right where it hooks up at. I'm trying to get this in the shot really good. Let me come around here. You can see on mine that it's a different, slightly different style clip. My clips, I don't think they pop out all the way. I think they just go out to a certain point, and then that's it. Now on the Gen 1s, when I see them doing the clutch line, their clips went flying. So I guess that was one little improvement they made on the Gen 2s. So, but yeah, this line is definitely, it's a little thicker than the McLeod braided clutch line too. That's another reason why I wanted to use this. It just seems a little more sturdy. Doesn't have them weeble wobbly ends on there. And yeah, so far so good. Oh yeah, getting back to the install, it was done on Friday. You know, they pumped it up. They got the clutch pedal back moving back and forth again, but you know, it wasn't really all the way there. And I kind of knew that was how it was going to be, you know what I mean, for the first couple days. So yeah, I ended up like pumping it up since I've had it back. Between now, I took it out yesterday, I took it today. Every chance I get, I was working on that clutch pedal. I finally today, when I got in it this morning and started it up to take off, it felt normal, back to normal. It's all the way back. So yeah, and so far so good. Like I said, and another reason why I think I was having issues with this is because that lockout was only happening in the summertime when the car's at its hottest and when this is definitely expanding and contracting. You know what I mean? Like, since it went down into the 20s and it's cold, I've drove it. I haven't had any problems, man. Also, I did that Syncro shift too, which helped too. But yeah, the clutch line's done now. In a couple months, I'll let you guys know what the final verdict is. I mean, it feels the same as the stock clutch if you want to know the truth. But I'll know more in the summer, because the summertime when it was really hot, 90-degree days, 95-degree days, and I had the car out on those kind of days, that's when I was having the issues with the lockout and the clutch pedal feel. It wasn't happening this time of year in the winter when it's like 25, 30 out and it's cold. You know what I mean? Like, it was happening on hot summer days when it was like 100, inlet temps are reading like 115. You know what I mean? Shit like that. That's when the lockout and the spongy clutch feel was happening. So, I mean, that's what led me to believe it was the braided clutch line. Factory clutch line. And then again, like, I've heard from so many people online, and I've watched a ton of videos, and this is one of the fixes for the MT82 lockout. This, a new clutch, braided clutch line, new clutch, they say, and get an MGW or a Barton. I'm doing okay with the stock shifter assembly. Since I put the Steeda body mount on there, it's shored the back end of that up a lot, and it makes the shifts feel more direct and deliberate. It actually helps it self-center a lot better. Like, when you go for third, it kind of self-centers with that body mount on there now, the Steeda one anyway. And I don't get any MVH from it or anything like that, so I actually love it. I love the way it feels and shifts now. Between the Syncro shift 2, this clutch line, that Steeda body mount, and I put that like a weighted shifter ball on there. But I don't shift hard either, man. Like, I'm not one of these people out there trying to kill the car. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. I have my moments where I'm like, but it's not. I'm not constantly ragging on the car and beating it to death, man. I treat it like what it is, a weekend car. Sometimes I have to daily it in the winter because that freaking Nissan back here has bad air-fuel ratio issues. Because it's turboed and intercooled, you know what I mean? And of course I had to fuck around and find out and have it tuned and all that shit. Now here we are 5 years later, and the thing's got a check engine light that will never go away. And, there's nobody that tunes these cars no more or messes with them. So, and it's not worth giving somebody $1,000. It runs fine in the summer. It's just in the winters when it gets super cold that it gets this, air fuel thing. So, as long as I can use it 8 months out of the year and I don't have to drive this every day out of the year, I'll deal with it, It is what it is. I'm not spending any more money on that car. I'm not really spending any more on this unless I have to. Honestly, knock on wood, I don't have to. The only thing that's coming down the pike for this will be a new clutch. Obviously, upgraded clutch and flywheel. And then springs. I'm definitely going to do the Steeda handling springs. I'm going to do the 3/4 inch drop. That ought to get it just right. Because that is a nice gap in that wheel well, man. It's hard to see from that angle, but you guys see it. I'm on the stock performance pack setup. It don't look bad because I got the spacers on. But I'm definitely going to do wheels, tires, springs, one-piece drive shaft, clutch, and I'm going to do a shifter, probably a Barton shifter, and body mount it later on down the road. And I'm going to leave it at that for a while. And if I ever come into the money, like Whipple money, where I can go down to Florida and get it done right, that's the plan anyway. But we're got little by little this shit because times are hard and my paycheck's even harder. In a bad way. Anyway, I'm going to end it there. But yeah, the braided clutch line is in. It took an extra 2 days for the clutch to come all the way back to normal, but it's there now. It feels great. It feels actually a little bit softer, but it feels good. It's better. It's coming all the way back up now. No issues getting in and out of gear. That's the most important thing. You know what I mean? So far, so good. I did like one high third gear shift. It went right in, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I'll take that as a win for now. Anyway, you guys take care. I'll see you in the next one.